Most evenings here on CBC, people tune in to watch the business TV version of this.
Why don't you go jump out the window?
You said that yesterday.
Yeah, but you didn't do it.
Here's what I'm talking about.
The #1 dean in the country.
Is that right?
Yes, and the #1 business school in the country. Did I tell you I went there?
Yeah, we've mentioned it now twice.
The Lang and O'Leary Exchange, personality and humor in the world of business. Now, providing the show's foundation in journalism is Amanda Lang, the CBC's senior business correspondent. Amanda is an expert at translating complicated financial jargon into plain speak.
High-level, mushy terms.
She grew up in Winnipeg and Ottawa, where her father, Otto Lang, was a prominent Liberal, a fixture in the cabinets of Pierre Trudeau. The kids were encouraged to work hard, ask interesting questions, and that's what she did as a print reporter on Wall Street, as a business correspondent on CNN, and now as an author. Her book's called The Power of Why, and it makes the case for curiosity as the root of all great innovation. Amanda Lang, everybody! Thank you. Come on here. Okay. Welcome to the show.
It's so fun to be here.
Flipping the switch.
I'm in the red chair. I'm on the wrong side.
You're not interviewing.
I have some questions for you, George.
Bring it.
Yeah.
I'm not, all my questions will be deflected and turned back onto you.
Is that right?
Yes.
Damn, that's my trick.
Are innovators born or made?
Made. In fact, born, but 100% of us are born that way. Amazing numbers on creativity of 5-year-olds. 98% are judged creative.
Right.
And then they measure the number of times they laugh a day and the number of questions they ask, and it's like 112 and 82. And then they measure again at 12 and 40, and it just goes down like this.
Is it the education system? Is it the home? Is it the parents don't know what to do with kids past a certain age?
It's both of those things. We actually did a study of how we respond to our kids' why. 40% of the time, we give them some variation of get lost.
Right.
I'm busy, I don't know, ask your father. And it's because we see it as attention-seeking or something negative. And then we send them off to school, and why is certainly not welcome at school. So it's a kind of a combination of things where we just teach people that questioning, curiosity is sort of bad in some way, which is tragic.
If you want to raise better business leaders and a better economy, that you have to alter your education system that helps foster creativity for the people who need it and other?
Well, what I agree with is that education is central to the piece. I don't know that you need more money. We're literally, people have said to me, how do we fix education?
Are we spending the money differently?
I would say you got to blow it up. We're just doing the wrong things. We created a school system for the industrial era and worked beautifully for the industrial era. It doesn't work anymore. We have to teach people how to learn, not a bunch of knowledge that they need to know, because it's going to change all the time.
You're talking about identifying greatness. Let me see if you remember this. If I read you this quote, what does it remind you of? Let us remember that our own victories should never be judged by another scale. As we journey, let us strive for our goals without losing our values. Let us sacrifice for love without losing our self-esteem. I think that's a beautiful quote. What is that?
You have some good researchers, I have to
girl.
say. That is, I believe, a part of my valedictorian address to my high school.
It sure is. Grade 12.
Oh,
it was a grade 12 speech. I think we might have a picture of your book. Look at this.
Oh, come on.
So but here's what's funny. There's two girls that look identical and they both say A. Lang.
Why did the hair have to be big?
I don't know. It matched the shoulder pads. That's what it was. Did you play the twins trick?
We rarely did that. We carved out our own niches. You had us on a show that glorified our twinness.
We did Test the Nation together, that's right.
Test the Nation turns out that looking alike is not a guarantee of brains. I sent her into work for me once. It's the story I tell in the book, actually, and I got fired from the Dairy Queen when I was 14.
But how did they know?
She was there for about an hour, I think, and just kind of tooling around, and somebody came in wanting a soft cone. And a soft cone is not rocket science, but somebody needs to show you once how to work that machine. And
right.
So she ruined 2 or 3, and then the assistant manager turned around and said, "Who are you?" and sent her home, and then I got fired. And,
That's amazing.
Well, I tell the story because it's actually horrible work ethic, right? Don't do that.
Right. Warm Kevin O'Leary up for us.
Kevin O'Leary is really funny, really genuine. You know him. Mm-hmm. He is somebody who always says what he means. But you know what I was saying before, that somebody doesn't get emotionally invested? He's not mean. There's not a mean bone in his body. Right. But in all of our years together, it's been 11 now, I've really got mad at him just once.
Anthropology. All right. Your book is The Power of Why, but let me ask you this. Why not?
Why not is just as good a question. It just would be a longer title.
In your wildest days, if you had any, would you have ever dated a mime just to piss your folks off?
No.
No?
I found other ways to piss my folks off.
Now, in your family, what's worse, dating a mime or dating somebody in the Conservative Party?
Oh, definitely the Conservative Party.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And would you ever run for politics?
Never.
Never?
Never. I don't like people that much.
It's a good thing you're in the business world. It's a good thing you're in the business world. That's what it's the power of why. And of course, you can see her on the Lang and O'Leary exchange right here on the Mother Corporation. Amanda Lang, everybody. We'll be right back.